before I start building my hybrid, let's see the rules of this challenge, because it's very different from Goji Center's Hybrid War. Rule number 1. Not only are we limited to real-life animals, we're only allowed to use aquatics. Fish, gators, octopi, crabs, frogs, turtles, sea snakes, and I think the biggest stretch is the hippo. I think that's as far as it goes. Lions, tigers, bears, rexes, shrews, they're not allowed. Rule number 2, no pack animals, because otherwise I can just send in a swarm of unedited piranhas.
Okay, so I'm doing this again. Great. So apparently the swarm isn't valid because for one, I used Argentine ant, which is not aquatic, and two, it's a pack animal. So that's it's wonderful. So I've already made another hybrid to beat Vex that's valid for this actual hybrid war. So yeah, let's get into its genome then. We'll start with Mosasaurus as the base. We'll then add alligator snapping turtle for the jaws and some of the armor along the back. Not the shell, but armor nonetheless. We'll then add bottlenose dolphin for echolocation, the brain, and also they apparently can comfortably live in warmer and colder water. We'll then add Dunkleosteus for armor along the head and the sharp teeth it has. We'll then add lionfish for its quills. We'll then add colossal squid for the beak and the tentacles, and you'll see why in a minute. Next is Megalodon for its teeth and size along with gills, since a bunch of the animals that will be going into this genome will have nostrils. We'll then add sperm whale to really emphasize the fact that it does have echolocation, along with the nostrils and the thicker hide it has. We'll also add cuttlefish for its ability to change colors and also to reinforce the fact that it can control its tentacles. And if for whatever reason Vex's echolocation is incapacitated, that's why we have cuttlefish. We'll then bring back blue-ringed octopus for more control over the tentacles it has, so it can for sure control these, and also for its venom. We'll then add lion's mane jellyfish for a couple of reasons. One, for smaller tentacles that it would be harder for Vex to try and grab, and two, for the barbs on the tentacles to be on not only ones that it'll get from the jellyfish, but also the ones it'll get from all the squids and octopi. And then we'll add moray eel for its secondary jaws. And then finally, for our final genome contribute, we have bull shark for its ability to live in salt and fresh water. And if we mix all that together, we get this. This is Osheni Masorum, or better known in English, the Ocean's Reaper. As you can see from its design, it takes a bit of inspiration from the brickleback from Sea Beast. Now, how this thing would work, with a bit of selective traits, just like how Vex has only her fins being completely invisible, we can move the beak of the squid to be a front tooth, to be two front teeth right at the front of its skull in order for it to clamp down on Vex, with the beak being curved back so it would be harder for her to escape and thrash around. You could use then the second jaws to then tear away at her flesh, and if she tried to go for its tail, it is covered in lionfish spines, so it would be nearly deadly for her to even try. And if she tries going for the fins, then it could just wrap its tentacles around her, stinging her in the process, and biting at her the entire time. As to not slow it down, it does have some armor along its back, along with a trait from both sharks. It has a small shark fin along its back as well, but that is guarded by a few of the lionfish quills. So this is Osheni Masorum, or as I like to call him, Discord, which if you couldn't tell by the 2 teasers and also
Like in the background.
this entire time, that's his name. And yeah, so this guy would mostly be comfortable in the islands of Hawaii and Japan, but he could really travel anywhere if he so pleased. So that's Discord. I hope y'all liked him, and just so you know, I'm not out of ideas yet. I've got plenty, plenty of things in the works behind the scenes. So I hope y'all enjoyed, and just know, Gochi Guy, trying to defeat Discord will take a lot of effort. Okay, bye bye!